Hi, this is Jason Landau with Green by Design Marketing. I'm a web developer in Huntington Beach. I am going to go over some points to consider when building a website, and hopefully you'll choose me. But I'm going to use my website as an example for some of these, and then a few of my clients' websites just to mix it up a little. Any questions with any of this, feel free to call me anytime or send an email. I'm going to be pretty quick because if not, no one wants to hear me go on and on. So, one thing that's very important is Google, and well, everyone knows that it's very important to have a mobile layout or responsive design, and a lot of people don't know what that is, so I'm going to try and make it really simple. This right now I have my screen resolution pretty low because I'm recording the video to make it easy to see. But let's say this is a desktop layout. Then you can see different points, pictures, but it fills the screen basically. Now if I make the screen smaller, so let's say around a tablet size, you can see that the menu went to the three icons from mobile menu. See, there it goes. Menu's back. I go down a little bit, okay, and let's say it's a tablet size, and now the menu is for a tablet, okay. That's responsive design. It means that every time you see now we're in 3, okay, uh, it goes smaller. So if I go even smaller, now let's say to the size of like a mobile phone, you see even the logo adjusts the size right there. See? That's responsive design. So it's very easy to understand. It responds to the screen size. Okay. So now we have a nice single column that is easy to see. Okay. So that goes on all the pages. So now the menu fits like this. Okay. Very, very easy to understand, but unless you've seen it in action, it doesn't really make sense what you mean responsive. Okay. So again, same thing as the screen goes bigger. Again, it fills the screen, and now the menu's back. Okay, so that's responsive design. So moving on, there's code that makes it easy for Google to find your website, and that's really important. So let's say, let me go down here. So I'm going to view the page source, so we can view some of this. So this is the code of the website. Right now, nothing is compressed, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. But basically, you can see here anything with OG that is for Facebook. Okay, so you can see that all this info here is relevant and important for Facebook. So when you share on Facebook, Facebook knows this is the image to share. Okay, that's very important. If you don't have that, Facebook will just scrape whatever info. Okay, so title tags, very important. You can see about us, and I put Huntington Beach Web Design, very relevant for my business. I'm looking for local businesses that want web design or web development. So that info is there. And we have, I'm going to do a quick search. Okay, so right here we have the description tag. So when we do a search on Google, okay, any search, so let's do any search, okay, and you're going to see this is the description tag, okay. So these are important because it's what we see as searchers on Google, what's going to show up, okay, or what the website's about, I should say. So let's go back to source, okay. So you can see right now there's just a lot of code, okay. We have a lot of different files, and if I go over here, okay, this is kind of easier to view, okay. When we go sources, okay, you can see these are the files that make up the website. I know a lot of people aren't going to care about this, but if you can just stick with me for a minute, this is going to make a lot of sense, okay. So every file that we have here means that the website needs to go, or the internet needs to go back and forth to get each of these files. They don't load all at once, okay? Every time a file is loaded, the web browser needs to go to the server, say, hey, I need this file, and then the server sends that file. So it goes back and forth many, many times, okay? And we're gonna run a quick test here, okay? So I'm gonna take my domain name, I'm going to put it in this website, GT Metrics. Okay, it's a very useful website. helps to analyze the site. Okay, so we're going to analyze my uncompressed website. Okay, so this isn't normally how it is, but I left everything uncompressed, so this way we could basically see what an uncompressed website looks like and see the difference. So as you can see, this is the page score or result. A lot of these things, they look good, and they're really not that good. So don't trust these results too much on any page, whether it be YSlow or from Yahoo or page speed or insights from Google. You have to know what you're looking at. So even here it says I have a 92% score or A on page speed, which is from Google, and B or 82% on YSlow from Yahoo. But if you look, the page takes 14.4 seconds to load. The page size, 1.16 megabytes, is actually really good. And then the request, that's what I was talking about going back and forth every time, is 50. So it says, actually, no, 69. The average number of requests is 69. Okay, so this, I'm not going to go over everything here. If you're really interested, I can. But you can see here there's a few Fs, okay, fail. And if you see waterfall, this I am going to show you. These are all the files. So if you look at that, that's the over 50. It says 50, but they say 69 over there. But you can see there's a lot of requests. Okay, look at all that. So so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my site. I'm going to compress things, and then I'll start the video again. We'll run another test. Okay, so I've compressed my site. I've minimized the files. I've done a lot of work, which actually I did before, but now I just activate it again. And now you can see that the site, even though it looks the same, is very responsive. If you see, that's fast. That's loading very fast. Even the portfolio has a bunch of big images, and it's still fast. Clients, boom, look how fast that loads. Contact is very, very fast. Everything. Okay. I mean, you're not going to get faster than that. So let's do another test. Okay, so I'm just going to hit, here's the old test. I'm just going to retest. Remember, there's 50 requests there. Okay, so look, we have less than half the requests, so 21. Page is actually even smaller, 1.1 megabytes, very small. It says 5.6 seconds load time. That's probably again on a mobile device, but either way, that's very fast compared to the 14 and a half. Okay, and again, don't trust this number too much because obviously, if you see when I'm going to a site, that's a heck of a lot faster than 5.6 seconds. So let's go back there. Either way, page score now 96% and 97%. So either way, you can see it was a very good result. Now, again, a lot of these things, you have to know what it means to know whether it's important or not. A lot of clients, they come to me and they say, well, I want to be SEO optimized. Well, and then the results that they get is to add 2,000 words to your homepage, which is very good for SEO, but it looks terrible. Okay, so the idea is to have a nice compromise between having a nice website and having basically good SEO implementation. So we go down to waterfall. Look how small that is. Okay, very few requests compared to the over 50 before. Okay, and a lot of this is just like that's Google Analytics, which we're going to go over in a second. I know I'm already at the 10-minute mark for the video here, but there is still more. Okay, so what we're going to go over right now is robots.txt. Okay, this basically sets the disallowed or allowed folders for a website and various other things. The one that we're going to go over right now is a sitemap. Okay, this is how Google will index your site and Bing and basically all search engines. Okay, so if I look, this is the sitemap. Okay, so if I open that up, so let's go there. Okay, so we're loading. This tells Google basically the domain name and the actual URL to the page, the About Us, for instance, and how often it changes, which I put daily. Okay, so Google keeps indexing the site. So if you have a blog, every time you have a blog post, Google is going to know, hey, there's a new blog. So this way you don't have to submit it to Google every time. The other important thing is you can see here there's also images, okay, images sitemap. This is for Google News, so it submits it to Google, and a mobile sitemap. Okay, so Google knows that each page is mobile friendly. So I'm going to go and show the images one because this is pretty interesting. Um, so what this does is it basically indexes all the slides on the website, and it says to Google what the title of the image is and where it is. So I'm gonna go and find, let's say, all right, Green by Design Marketing. Okay, so obviously I should have this on, but let's say I do a search on Google. I go to images because again we're talking images, and look, there's my image, Green by Design Marketing. Okay, if I do another search, let's see here. So let's go Tricor Mechanical. Okay, this is one of my clients. So I'm going to do a search for their name. Again, I'm going to go to images, and look, there they are. And you can see it's on my website. Okay, so and then actually it shows my logo and it shows my other clients. Okay, this is Big Red Bus. So basically, if someone's searching for images and you have a company, I don't know, that makes political t-shirts, I have no idea, and they're searching for political t-shirts, maybe they see your shirt here because the image shows up on Google and they click on it and then it takes them to the website, okay, just like this. And look at that. Now this is the info about my portfolio for Tricor Mechanical. So either way, it's one more way for them to find your website. And basically all of your images are indexed. Okay. So one thing I'm going to go over real quick, which is pretty cool, is if you see here, this image isn't actually stored on the website or on Green by Design. It's stored on CloudFront. Okay. CloudFront is the Amazon network. So all of my site files are actually stored, like images and some other files, are stored on the Amazon network, which means that it's really, really fast. And it's able to load multiple files at the same time. So I can explain more about that, but that's Content Delivery Network, or CDN. And again, it's one thing that I do that not a lot of web developers do, especially not for small businesses. So that's something to consider. I'm going to go back. Okay, so next we're going to go over a little hosting. I'm trying to go fast here. So hosting is where, or server is where your website files are stored. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to view DNS .info and reverse IP. Okay, and this tool basically allows you to see what other websites are on your same server. Okay, so if I do Green by Design Marketing right here, and I search, it'll show every website on my web server under the same IP address. So this is the IP address of my web server. Okay, so basically you can see that there's 50 domains, and these are all of my clients. So these are the only people that are on my web server, no one else. Okay, if I go and I search other web servers, you're going to see that the hosting that you pay $3 a month for is the same like anything else. You get what you pay for. So if I go to let's say one company that I'm helping right now, Grand Floral Funerals. Okay, I'm rebuilding their website literally this month. If I do a search, instead of 50, their server has 222,484 websites on the same server. So just compare. 222,000 or 50? Which web host or web server do you think is going to be faster? Okay. The other thing is that you know you're on a server with other small businesses, so there's nothing that's going to have malware. All of the websites I built myself, so they're built well. The server's not going to go down, and those things are really important. So just like anything else with your business, keep in mind you get what you pay for. If you're on a GoDaddy server or any shared server, you're going to be on it with thousands of other websites, or you can be on a quality server like mine, dedicated to my clients, for with 50 other people. So obviously that number will grow, but it's going to max out at about 100. I'm not going to maintain more than 100 websites. So that's pretty amazing. 100 or 222,000. So there's many different ways to handle email. I really enjoy Zoho. I think it's a great service, and I use that to store the email. You get 10 email accounts that would be with your domain name. I just wanted to show real quick kind of what it might look like. So you have calendar, contacts, just kind of like Google, and you have 5 gigabytes of storage. And it's all managed email. So this is just a test account I have to show clients, but your email would be, let's say, whatever you want. So Jason at, and then your domain name, greenbydesignmarketing.com, for instance. And it's managed, so if one of your employees leaves, you have control over their email, which is very important. I can't tell you how many times I've heard or seen that happen. So it's important to have control over your business. So again, 10 email accounts. If you need more than that, it's very reasonable to add more email accounts. But those 10 are included in my hosting fee. So I'm going to go over some social things. So this is just a social feature, one of my clients, HB Hits. These are their Facebook and Instagram posts. You can see if it's just Facebook. You can see just Facebook posts. Okay. Again, it's all mobile friendly, or Instagram, just Instagram. And again, this basically retrieves or just embeds that info there. There are only 2 other features we're going to go over. One is, let's say, this is one of my clients that has a blog that goes out every week. And rather than having to update multiple sources, which happens to a lot of people, meaning they update their website, then they update Facebook, then they send out their newsletter and update Twitter and all the different things, all she has to do is update the website, and then from there, MailChimp actually comes, retrieves this info, and then sends out a newsletter, which looks like this, for her. Okay, so it just takes that info, puts in the title, okay, a link to her website, the image, and the text. Okay, so again, this is a very basic, simple layout, but it'll look good on a mobile device, and she doesn't have to send it out. It's just automatically sent for her every week. Okay. Another one is a YouTube video gallery. Okay, this is a request I get all the time. So again, it's a very nice, responsive gallery. You can see here that as I resize it, everything still looks nice. So you can imagine this is how it would look on a mobile device. Okay, if I click play on the video, same thing. This is actually on YouTube. Okay, so again on a mobile layout, and you can see there's YouTube, but it's going to look good on a phone. Alright, so last thing that we're going to go over, analytics. Okay, so a lot of people ask about tracking, and they just kind of guess about their marketing. Well, with Google Analytics, you don't have to guess. You'll know exactly what's working and what isn't. And there's a lot of different ways to do this. We can set buttons for tracking and lots of different things, but this is the basic analytics. So this is for NelsonRig.com, one of my longtime clients, and I'm going to show. So I installed 2 dashboards, which is just a good way to kind of see. So let's say in this date, June 19th to July 19th, 2015, they had 8,572 visitors in that time. Those are unique visitors. And then here you can see kind of how they found. So 4,446 people found Nelson Rig on Google, meaning by searching. These are which pages were popular, so luggage, covers, and so on. You can see the numbers. And then these are the keywords that they use for finding them on Google. Okay, so you can see their screen size. If they were on a mobile device, okay, which you can see 33% were on a mobile device. Which country, and there's a lot of different facts. So this is one other. Okay, you can see which device they were using. And again, this is more for understanding your clients, maybe which cities the people were searching in, okay, which that can be useful, especially for a small business. But Google Analytics has a ton of features, and I help my clients, with any questions that they have. One great thing that we can check out is the user flow, which is very interesting, which can help you to understand your client better. So if I, let's say, look at acquisition, and I'm going to do source, okay? So this means that this is how the people found your website. So again, this is Google, and these are other sources, Yahoo, Bing. Google, you can see why everyone cares about Google. 5.9 thousand people compared to 399 on Yahoo and 362 on Bing. So that's why everyone cares about this. So I'm going to view only traffic from Google, okay, because that's what we really care about. So what we can do is we can see that this is each step the client did. So they went to the home page. It's just a slash. Then out of people that went to the home page, how many went to luggage? How many went to covers? How many went to apparel? So obviously luggage is the most popular thing. Other things that we can check is, okay, if when they found you on Google, maybe they found luggage first, or they found luggage CL series, one of their covers or products. So again, it just helps you to understand your client, and what you can do is every time you can basically add another step. So they went to luggage, cruiser touring, then they went to covers, and then okay, let's add another step and another step. And we can see where we're losing people. Okay, what page are we losing them on, and help improve that. So again, very, very powerful. If you use AdWords, you can track on AdWords. I'm going to go here, okay, and I'm going to check, okay, for organic search, which means on Google, what keywords, how are they finding us? Well, obviously Nelson Rig, we're going to do very well. So again, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but analytics is very powerful, and I provide that with my design, and you're able to track that. Analytics is obviously a free service provided by Google, but if you don't know how to use it or implement it, it's not much use to you. So again, I am that resource that helps you understand all this great technology. Well, I'm going to finish there for today, but basically any questions about any of this info, let me know. But these are all really important features I went over, and hopefully it can help you understand all the things that you need to do your website and why you should choose me. So any questions, let me know.